Let the battle begin! Fight! I just want to rip all these Godzilla Kong figures out of the box and see a giant monkey and lizard team up to drop-kick Scar King. Kong can't even stop this on his own. He won't be alone. Here's 6-inch Godzilla Evolved. Godzilla has evolved into an all-new form, now stronger, faster, and more powerful. Godzilla thunders into battle with a supercharged heat ray and city-destroying tail swipe. I'm still not sold on his design, but I didn't like Slim Mechagodzilla at first either. Let's attach his tail. Hey, is that Godzilla? Why is he pink? Did he eat too many pink flamingos? Meet Godzilla Rose, Barbenzilla, whatever his name. Our king is here. Looks like Godzilla's evolved. His head's bigger and he's got big magenta eyes. Take a look at his dorsal plates, which are now more translucent and magenta in color. The pink looks just as menacing as the blue. His head has sharper spikes that extend down his neck. Not really a fan of the transition between his head spikes and the clear plastic back spikes. With a different shade of red, his tail appears to be sloppily painted. His tail is now equipped with 6 sharp thagomizers, making tail swipes even more deadly. Looks like our boy's been hitting the gym too. His torso and thighs appear to be slimmer, frost-colored. His underbelly is much lighter. His arms have grown much longer and muscular, expanding his reach in combat. On the back of his forearm, he has an elbow spike, but it's a bummer it's not painted. With dragon-like proportions, he can finally run and keep up with Kong. Not only is his body evolved, Godzilla can shoot pink homing projectiles. Here's his new atomic breath accessory. Let the battle begin! Fight! Let's talk articulation. Godzilla Evolved has ever so slight neck articulation. His jaw opens and closes. His arms fully rotate, but they don't swivel outward. He has no elbow and wrist movement. His legs move backward and forward. His feet fully rotate. His tail is on a ball joint. His tail can fully rotate. The end of his tail doesn't move, but it's somewhat flexible. Meet Kong with Beast, bioenhanced anatomic seismic thunder glove. Armed with his ancestral axe and a prototype battle gauntlet that enhances his earth-shattering primal strength, Kong roars into battle, packing a meteor impact with every punch. Let's unleash him from the package. Big monkey. Man, Kong looks cooked as hell with a significantly improved sculpt. Crap, why does Kong have a wacky robot arm? Look, it's the Infinity Gauntlet. No, Infinity Konglet. Did Scar King smash his arm, or is it just an upgrade? Extending from his elbow down to his fingers, the Beast Glove resembles an exoskeleton. Looks like it's armored too, which means Kong can use it as a shield. You know it has some electrical properties too, but I hope we get that old school Thunder Fist punch. Check out that ferocious roar! Kong looks pissed. With an open mouth sculpt, Kong now has a bigger beard, but it's missing the gray ends. And check out his thicker back fur that looks like a cape draped over his shoulders. Kong's gone all superhero on us. And who left those vicious scratches across his chest? He also comes with this biomimic heave, a new hollow earth aerial vehicle. Let's talk articulation. Kong's head swivels left and right. His arms move backward and forward and swivel outward. He has elbow movement and elbow rotation. His left wrist fully rotates, but it's a bit tight. But his right wrist doesn't move at all. Kong doesn't have any torso or waist movement, even though it looks like he may have waist movement. His legs move backward and forward. His legs also rotate. He has knee movement. His feet are fixed in place. What's that? That's not Kong. It's Orangutan. Here's 6-inch Scar King with Whip Slash. The evil Scar King rules over his fiery Hollow Earth kingdom, wielding a whip slash, and commands an unstoppable army to destroy Godzilla and Kong and conquer the world. If Kong's the god of Skull Island, then here's the devil. Big monkey, but bad. Let's take a look at this badass ape. Isn't he the perfect snuggle toy? Damn, he's ugly. Take a look at that evil scowl on his menacing face. He looks like an undead zombie, and he's balding too. He reminds me of Koba from the Planet of the Apes. Check out that red war paint on his face and arms. He's a Titan killer, isn't he? He won't stop until he adds the skulls of Kong and Godzilla to his trophy collection. While his eyes emit a blue glow in the film, they're just painted blue here. Forget the atomic breath, I can't wait to see him shoot atomic lasers out of his eyeballs. His body is covered with thick, reddish fur. Digging his scrawny design with an orangutan-like physique with long arms and legs, Kong stands no chance against him. See the colossal whip coiled around him? That's his weapon, the Whip Slash. It pops off. Looks like he pulled out the spinal column of a dead titan with its mandible still attached. Brutal. Scar King can grab his whip slash only in his right hand. When it's not in use, he can wear it around his right shoulder. Let's talk articulation. Scar King swivels his head, he moves his arms with a ball joint, his arms swivel outward. He has an elbow joint, his elbows rotate, and his wrists rotate. His upper torso moves back and forth, and side to side, but it's a bit tight and noisy. He can also spin his torso all the way around. His legs move backward and forward and rotate. His knees bend, but his feet don't move. A completely new ice dragon-like titan creature, here's 6-inch Shimo with Frostbite Blast. A legendary ice titan with unstoppable world-ending powers, Shimo faces Godzilla and Kong with a devastating Frostbite Blast that can freeze opponents in battle. Baby, it's cold outside. Let's get this beast out of the package. Let's attach his tail. Big lizard, but cold. In Japanese, Shimo means frost. With a similar shape and an inverted color scheme to Godzilla, this enormous four-legged beast has white reptilian scales across its body. He's got two forward-facing blue eyes, indicating he's a predator. Shimo's head is adorned with crystals that form a crown on his head. He also has purple, translucent crystals that run along his back. Look at his lengthy tail. It's got 4 purple thagomizers on the end to unleash a devastating tail swipe. Shimo is huge. Just look at the size of his forelimbs. He's got some pretty big claws ready to rip out some flesh. Perhaps he gets around on 4 legs, but can stand on 2 legs. Shimo has ice-based powers. The Frostbite Blast accessory can be attached to his mouth and used during intense battles. He's fully articulated and posable. He has neck articulation that allows his head to fully rotate. His head can also pivot up and down. But sadly, his head doesn't pivot side to side. His mouth opens and closes. He could probably swallow an entire head or body part. All 4 of his legs move. His front legs pivot outward, but his hind legs don't. All 4 feet can fully rotate. He has tail articulation with a ball joint. His tail can also rotate. Here's Suko with Titanous Doug. Let's get him unboxed. Don't let his size fool you. Suko is a scrappy fighter with raw primal strength and a bad attitude who always has Kong's back. I'm glad we've got a combo pack with both Suko and Titanous Doug. Is that a mini Kong? Baby monkey? In Japanese, Suko means essential child. When we're first introduced to Suko, his shadow looks a lot like Scar King. Approximately 3.6 inches tall, Suko is a baby orangutan with brownish-orange fur. He's got 2 short legs and 2 long orangutan-like arms. I'm getting Planet of the Apes vibes. Isn't he so cute? I want to adopt him. His green eyes make him more believable. Suko has a scar across his right eye. Did Scar King abuse him? Suko comes with his signature boulder that he can hold in his hand. Calling it now, Suko uses a rock to knock out the big bad Scar King. Suko's head rotates a full 360 degrees. He doesn't really move his head up and down much, nor does he have much head pivot. His arms move backward and forward and swivel outward. He bends at the elbow and has elbow rotation. His wrists fully rotate. With a waist cut, he rotates a full 360 degrees at the waist. His legs move backward and forward and rotate. He bends at the knees. His feet fully rotate. Spanning about 4 3/4 inches tall, Doug's a lizard-like monster. I want to see Suko ride him. I still can't believe his name is officially Titanous Doug, thanks to the internet. That's hilarious. He had a small cameo in Godzilla vs. Kong, and now he has his own toy. This grayish-black creature has rows of spikes and osteoderms covering its skin for protection. He has a short head, short legs, and a jaw full of sharp teeth. With green-colored eyes and a bony ridge above them, this creature reminds me of a crocodile. Let's talk articulation. With a neck cut, his head can rotate all the way around. Too bad his jaw doesn't actually move. All 4 legs fully rotate, but his feet don't rotate. His tail is on a ball joint. His tail fully rotates. With an almost blackish paint, here's Godzilla with Heat Ray. Let's get him unboxed. Harness the awesome power of Godzilla's thunderous roar and devastating tail swipe as the king of the monsters battles other titans to maintain his rule. Give me some charge. Built like a tank, this is the Godzilla we know and love. Let's attach his tail. Take a look at Godzilla's massive legs and T-Rex-like arms. I love a big-bottom Godzilla with a dad bod. His legs look like they could inflict major damage on anything caught under them. Godzilla loves stomping on enemies to finish them off. His intimidating dorsal fins are painted better this time. Not only does his large tail act like a counterbalance, but also he has articulation in his tail for unleashing that devastating tail swipe. His explosive radioactive atomic breath accessory can be attached to his mouth. It has a new mold. Battle damage exposes his ribcage. Let's talk articulation. Although he looks like he has a neck cut, surprisingly there's no articulation there. Heat Ray Godzilla opens and closes his mouth. His arms fully rotate, but his arms don't swivel outward. He has no elbow and wrist movement. His legs move backward and forward. He has no knee movement. But unlike the Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla with Heat Ray figure, he can fully rotate his feet. Godzilla's tail is on a ball joint, so you can get some nice movement. You can also rotate his tail. 7-inch Battle Roar Godzilla Evolved features a fantastic sculpt with cool translucent back fins and that slick evolved tail. Really digging that red paint. Let's push his button to hear his battle roar. Hell yeah, baby! The mold is quite similar to 6-inch Godzilla Evolved with some detail and paint variances. Most notably, the head sculpt and tail paint are different. The paint and sculpt on 7-inch Battle Roar Kong look freaking amazing. His head's made of a softer material, but they've somehow managed to create a fantastic facial sculpt this time around. What a marked improvement compared to the deformed prior one. His fur is beautifully sculpted. Let's hear Kong's battle roar sounds. Hell yeah, baby! There's no head articulation, but his mouth opens and closes shut. My, oh my, 11-inch Godzilla Evolved is one frickin' massive beast. The paint and sculpt are very nicely done. He's got glorious translucent back fins. Take a look at his massive evolved tail. Sweet! Unlike the 6-inch Godzilla Evolved figure, his articulation's a bit limited. Standing 11 inches tall, Giant Kong with BEAST glove looks like a frickin' badass primed and ready for battle. Take a look at his ferocious face. The sculpting and paint are insane. He's even got battle scars. Take a look at his new BEAST glove, very nice. 11-inch Giant Scar King with Whip Slash somewhat resembles Kong, but he's slender and muscular with lengthy arms and legs. Really nice facial sculpt and cool new villain. I really can't wait to see Godzilla and Kong kick his ass. He's predominantly covered in reddish fur with war paint on his head and forearms. He's posable for striking various battle poses. Become Godzilla with this awesome Godzilla Titan Roar mask. You can open its mouth to activate battle roar sound effects. It features a really nice textured design with eyes and razor-sharp teeth to tear into those titans. Become the embodiment of Kong with the Kong Titan Roar mask. It's inspired by Kong from the movie. Open Kong's mouth to hear cool battle sounds. Godzilla vs. Shimo features a 4-piece diorama set with 2 exclusive figures, Godzilla and Shimo. The set includes an exclusive 6-inch Godzilla Evolved with Heat Ray figure and an exclusive 6-inch Shimo with Frostbite Breath figure. It also comes bundled with a 2-piece Bone Cage diorama and 2 Hollow Earth Crystal dioramas. Gear up for the ultimate showdown with this Kong vs. Scar King 4-piece diorama set featuring exclusive 6-inch figures of Kong and Scar King. Kong comes equipped with his BEAST glove and HEAV accessory, while Scar King includes his Whip Slash accessory for some epic battles. Peel back 7-inch Titan Evolution Godzilla's skin to reveal Godzilla Evolved. Attach Godzilla's tail to complete the transformation. How cool is that transformation? You can even reverse the process. Complete your Battle Roar collection with Battle Roar Scar King. He features design and deco inspired by the movie. Also, he features Battle Roar sound effects for more intense battles. He wields his Whip Slash weapon. From Jada Toys, this 4-pack of Godzilla X Kong 2.5-inch die-cast metal figures includes Godzilla, Kong, Scar King, and Shimo. These look really cool and are totally giving me 90s vibes. Designed for adult collectors, with this 543-piece Mega Godzilla X Kong The New Empire Godzilla set, you can build a Godzilla Evolved action figure. Measuring 12 inches long, he's superposable for creating dynamic poses. What's cool? Godzilla can topple a scaled building side build. Can you tame the Titan? With the Mega Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire Kong set, build a collectible 8-inch Kong action figure with his battle axe and BEAST glove. Kong is posable for recreating action poses from the movie. This 541-piece set also builds a waterfall to display or destroy. Packaged inside colored crystals, each Hollow Earth crystal with surprise monster features one of 4 mystery monsters. Which monster will you find? Take a look at that bill I racked up.